unnecessary court fees and litigations because Jay-Z wants me broken, stopped, or under his control. And it ain't gonna happen, Sean. I'm never gonna be under your control. Never. You need to learn how to control your wife and her friends and their mouths. Because you got Beyonce in the beehive looking real dumb right now.
Jay-Z might have helped the cops lock R. Kelly up, but he clearly didn't do a good job at shutting him up because he just snitched on Beyonce for allegedly having been involved in Diddy's mess. This comes after R. Kelly reveals that Jay-Z set him up to be unalived because he didn't want him to tell the feds what he and Beyonce have allegedly been up to all these years. People were initially hesitant to drag Beyonce into all this, but new evidence has been coming out these last few days that seem to point her into being heavily involved in all this. And this new revelation from R. Kelly just made things 100 times worse for her. Mind you, just a few days ago, Jaguar Wright also lit her up and accused her of allegedly being in cahoots with Jay to take Diddy down and R. Kelly and allegedly keeping innocent people locked up in their house. Jaguar made all these accusations just a few days ago when she appeared in a heated interview with Piers Morgan. Now, during the interview, Jaguar accused Jay-Z and Beyonce of investing millions of dollars into getting R. Kelly incriminated so they wouldn't be exposed when the police take matters into their own hands. Jaguar even went as far as claiming that Beyonce and Jay have allegedly traumatized thousands of people and that she has 4 of them who are more than ready to testify and tell the world what they went through in the hands of Beyonce and Jay-Z. According to Jaguar, Beyonce and Jay used to fill their victims up with all kinds of substances and then fly them to their house to do whatever they please with them.
I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim Porter?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about.
She also said that these are all things that Diddy will be revealing in court once the trial starts. And anybody who thinks otherwise is not paying attention.
All of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar,
guess they're on vacation.
If this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are.
Now, when Jaguar first revealed this, a lot of people called her crazy because these allegations do sound real wild, and there's no way to really prove that what she's saying is true. However, just when we thought things couldn't get no messier, R. Kelly stepped into the chat, and he pretty much confirmed everything Jaguar said. He accused J&B of being in on everything that Diddy was up to in the industry, and even said that Jay went as far as putting a hit out to end his life. R. Kelly made this revelation when his ex-cellmate Ronnie Bo had an interview with Hip Hop News Uncensored. According to Ronnie, Kelly used to go on these long rants about how Jay-Z allegedly put a hit out to try and take him out. Now, if y'all remember, Jay-Z and R. Kelly used to be real close, and they even collaborated on their infamous 2002 album Best of Both Worlds. This album was real controversial at the time because R. Kelly was being heavily dragged in the tabloids for messing with underage girls and faking documents to get married to Aaliyah when she was just 15 years old. Jay-Z was well aware of this situation, but he didn't care about none of that. And he even had the audacity to make a follow-up joint album called Unfinished Business. If that don't give you a clue about the kind of man Jay-Z is, I don't know what to tell you, girl. Oh, but it didn't stop there. They later went on tour together, and that is when this alleged attack on R. Kelly's life by Jay went down. Just a few weeks into the tour, things got real messy at Madison Square Garden, where R. Kelly suddenly walked off the stage claiming that he got word that there were men in the crowd with pointed at him who were hired to off him. As if that wasn't bad enough, while he was on his way off stage, he was pepper sprayed by Jay-Z's friend Ty Smith. He was later dropped from the tour and filed a $75 million lawsuit against Jay-Z for breach of contract, effectively ending their already strained relationship. Now, going back to R. Kelly's cellmate, he said the reason why Jay tried to take Kelly out is because he was insecure about the fact that Kelly was a bigger artist than him at the time, and that he had some major dirt on him. He said he felt like Jay-Z was kinda insecure because at the time, R. Kelly was technically bigger than him. He felt like during one of the shows when they was in Madison Square Garden prior to the event, he said days before the event that he was getting death that he felt like was coming from Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z was trying to basically, I don't know if this is gonna sound outrageous, but he felt like Jay-Z was trying to get him for whatever reason. To make matters even worse, an old interview that Nas had with Wendy Williams back in 2004 also resurfaced. And in this interview, he also snitched on Jay-Z for being in on everything R. Kelly was doing. He flat out accused Jay of being around when Kelly was inviting the 14-year-olds to his studio to do very depraved things to them.
Yeah, don't put up no movies. I said, that's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies. I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and showed, Jay's hanging out. When Jay and I was in there playing basketball, you can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. No. You can't tell me, you can't tell me that that he ain't never seen a 14-year-old girl come in the vicinity?
My belief is that anybody who's worked with him and been in his cipher has seen it go down.
You've seen it go down?
Yes.
I've been around R. Kelly, and I pray for that, brother. I've been on a tour with him. It didn't last too long, but I've been around him. I didn't see no 14-year-old that I talked to him there, and I've seen there's a little problem there. The brother needs help, and I pray for him. But if I sit there and did an album about women with him, I'm definitely maybe indulgent. He had to be indulgent for 14-year-olds, man. That's what I'm saying. What I'm here for the people, man. I'm here to talk the truth.
Now, it's unclear how true this is for real, because Nas didn't actually have any hardcore evidence to prove what he accused Jay of. But a lot of people still believed him, because Jay-Z has history when allegedly also messing with underage girls. His first alleged victim that people know of is Foxy Brown. Jay-Z was allegedly messing with Foxy when she was just 15 and he was pushing 30. Word on the street is he manipulated Foxy into this relationship with the promise of elevating her career, but as soon as he had enough of her, he paid her off and got her blackballed. There were even rumors going around at the time that he allegedly made her terminate the baby she was carrying.
I'm going to expose somebody that we all forget about. Y'all see this picture of Jay-Z with Aaliyah when she was underage? Y'all forgot about Jay, huh? We only know about Damon Dash messing with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. But that ain't the only one that Jay had when she was underage. Y'all remember Fox Brown and Jay? Ain't no woman like the one I got. No one could love you better. Before that song came out, we used to hear it. I used to tell shit. I was like, whoa.
In fact, just a few days ago, when people started dragging Jay-Z and Beyonce into this mess, Foxy seemingly confirmed the rumors about Jay messing with her when she posted this screenshot of her DMs with someone telling them about how she has to keep her mouth shut for all these years so she can remain alive. She said, "My story will shock you to your core. I don't play victim, but I had to step away for a minute for my sanity or I would have been dead." Chill, it sounds like Foxy had a lot to say, but she was holding back from really spilling the tea because she don't want to be the next celebrity that suddenly dies of a brain aneurysm. And that it was allegedly Beyonce who convinced Jay to take Kathy out, or she was gonna do it herself.
Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died of an imaginary aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the f was these people supposed to go to? You can't go to the boss because the boss is you. And the boss's boss don't get no. Can't go to the authorities. They're all bought and paid for. You could try to get a special prosecutor, but they'll just pay somebody to reassign him to another case. Where the fuck you go when you get over by the industry? Nowhere. That's where you go nowhere, which is where people like me step in. You right, I go to Diddy parties to walk mother out, cause ain't nobody stopping me when I come. Weirdo. I don't get no what you got in your head, that neural link. You'll never outthink me. Ever. All I do is frustrate your AI. You can't quantify me. You can't even control your wife. You gonna handle it like me. You can't even control that goofy. You should have did a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Kathy. Cause you ain't protecting you. You're protecting her. Wonder why?
People also accused Jay-Z and R. Kelly of allegedly having a hand in Aaliyah's death. According to Dame Dash, it wasn't just R. Kelly who was trying to get Aaliyah. Jay was also trying to get into a relationship with her, but she kept rejecting him, and apparently, he ain't take that very well.
And you know, I guess Jay was trying to get at her as well. And I didn't know. He was sending flowers and he was courting her.
Because the rumor originally was that you were connected to Jay. Exactly. Jay and I were hanging out a lot. He's my homie. We have a lot of fun together, but we never dated like that.
Chill, it's a mess. But like I said, all this is speculation. But people are real convinced that Beyonce and Jay are more involved in this than we all think. Folks is more fixated on Beyonce because she puts up this super clean good girl image. But the allegations against him seem to be painting a different picture. In fact, Jaguar recently went off on Jay and Beyonce and accused them of using witchcraft to lure people into blindly following them. She also accused them of trying to get her arrested so she don't tell the world what they've been up to. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, "Don't forget, Beyonce should be jailed. Usher, J-Lo, and 100% the ringleader who's been getting away with these foul acts for decades." Another person said, said. How people couldn't see through beef from the jump anyway. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Beyonce getting exposed by R. Kelly and Jaguar Wright? And do y'all think Beyonce will also be getting incriminated? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.